Hi, I'm Brett.
And I'm Nick.
And this is Cooking and Chemistry.
Today we're making Mexican stuffed shells.
Let's go. When the heat goes into the pan, it is an endothermic reaction because the heat is getting absorbed by the pan. We need to spray the pan with PAM first to reduce the surface tension because this will make the meat not stick to the pan. Then we will add the turkey. This is also an endothermic reaction because the heat is going into the meat to cook. We will now let it sit and cook for a little bit. Now we are going to make the shells. First you have to get 2 cups of flour, 3 eggs, a half teaspoon of salt, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. See those skills Brett's got? You can cut that up later. We will whisk it and then until it makes a homogeneous mixture. It's a homogeneous mixture because when you add all of it together, you can't see what it's made of. Now we will let it sit for a day and shape it later. Okay, we are back to the meat. Now we are going to add the taco seasoning. As you can see, the meat is browning. This is called the browning effect. Dang, that looks good. Now that the meat is cooked, it is time to add the cream cheese. This makes a heterogeneous mixture because you can see what makes up the mixture. It is also a physical change because it melts into the meat. Now we will stir evenly and let it simmer for a little bit. Now that our shells are done, we will add them to a pot of boiling water. The water boiling is an endothermic reaction because the water is absorbing the heat and molecules are moving. As Brett would say, super duper fast. When the shells are added, it is an endothermic reaction because the heat is going into the pasta shells and cooking. We will cook the shells for about 12 to 13 minutes or until they are soft. Now it's time to make the salsa. We cut the onions, cilantro, tomatoes, peppers, and jalapeno. We have already cleaned and removed the seeds of the jalapeno and peppers. It's a physical change because we are just making all the ingredients smaller. When we add all of it together and blend it, it makes a heterogeneous mixture because you can see what the salsa is made out of. It is still a physical change because it is still the same substance. Okay, we finished our salsa and Nick is now pouring it to the bottom of the pan. Then he will stuff each shell with the meat mixture. That is a physical change because we are just adding the meat to the shells and it doesn't affect the physical state. Finally, when you are done, cover the shells with taco sauce. This creates a heterogeneous mixture and is still a physical change because nothing is happening to the physical state of the meat shells. Now you place the pan with foil on it in the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit and let it cook for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we add a layer of cheese to the top and then put it back in the oven for 10 minutes. The cheese will absorb the heat, which will cause the browning effect. It will also be a physical change because the cheese will melt. When the cheese melts, endothermic reaction because the heat is getting absorbed into the cheese. Here's our finished product. Hope you enjoyed the video.
I hope you enjoy our food.